Welcome back to the channel. Karen here for Ozone Fine Art Ventures. And green, wood, what?
Got some good stuff.
So happy, so excited. We find ourselves again at Hampton Butte, this fabled gorgeous spot, and I'm heartened. We got here, we went a different direction than our first visit, and I am finding folks have been digging back here, but look at that. They filled in their holes. It's definitely a better vibe where we're at. People are taking care of this place and I love it. So I'm walking along looking for a place to maybe do a little digging. I brought some better equipment this time. I see this here, and pretty sure that's some wood, or yeah, that's some wood, and there's green in there. Oops, trying to get out of my own let. Excuse the dogs being vicious in the background. They're just fighting over a stick, and they are out of the truck after many hundreds of miles, so they're pretty stoked. But you can see we've got some green in there and definitely permineralized wood. The coffee is just kicking in now, so you can tell by the angle of the light it's morning, and I definitely rev up slow. But yep, we've got some wood here, and also on the ground we've got a nugget of what looks like quartz. See if we can. Yeah, it looks quartzy, and so that's a chunk. So I think I might actually, this is an undug spot, but near other people's diggings. I might try my hand at my own little spot real quick. We'll see what happens. Learning curve for the uninitiated, that is myself. Okay, so there's green on this rock. I have no idea if this is wood because it's dirty, and I'm gonna keep on digging. But I'm hitting, after the overburden of kind of dusty dirt, I think I'm hitting a rock layer with bigger rocks. Like, it seems sorted. Smaller rocks towards the top, bigger rocks as I dig. So we'll see. About that far down, hello, and we have our first piece of wood. It's hard to see the grain, but it is wood. So she's given up some treasures. This is brownish maroon, red colored. You can see the striations a little bit right there. And what we're looking for would be preferably the green. But I feel like I'm onto something here. So I'm gonna keep on digging this hole. And that's what, like 2 feet, maybe 1.5 feet. So if you're digging. Right after I just filmed, I started to try to clear the pit a bit, and this was in the clear pile. So check your piles. That's starting to be some decent wood. I think that there's even a tinge of green in there. The sun's hitting it right. Nice red rind and some maroon and dark colors going on inside. We'll keep going. Steve moved me over. He did some collecting of surface float, and he found some pretty darn nice stuff. So I went and hit it with a pick, and green, wood, what? So I'm moving. I'll be filling that bad boy in and moving on up a bit. Now that wasn't so hard. Fill your pits. We were just up there, and it's this close that I found that green shard. And just in the float, I don't know if you can see this, there's a piece, and I was, you know, like just really surface digging right here, and there's a piece, and there's this like radical little bug or whatever that is. It's like glowy, and there's a piece. You can even see the, you know, the wood grain on the outside. Okay, Karen was in the wrong place. Thank you, Steve. We're gonna carry on. I think that it's ever a miner's total paranoia that you are digging just a few feet away from the right place. Went in the wrong direction just a tad, and I'm here for 5 minutes and have some pretty pieces of wood. Still looking for the green, more green, but this is fantastic. Definitely Agate. You can see that shining in the sun. Pretty. Keep on. Looks a lot like yellow cat. Jasper lovers out there. Bright yellow orange with some red. That's pretty. Not sure if it's wood, like a limb cast situation, or just Jasper. I mean, not just Jasper, of course. So this is doing well, and look, I haven't even really dug much.
Yellow cat I was referring to is similar petrified wood or limb cast material from the Jurassic era found in Utah. So what's the difference between petrified wood and limb cast, since we're finding both here? In both cases, you have a log minding its own business, and it finds itself part of a volcanic event, in this region anyhow. Lava flow encased the log, burying it in the ground. Voila! Our log is ready to petrify. If you're a limb cast, we need one more step. Either the log rots out, or burns away with the volcanic hoo-ha, whatever, and you have a lovely casting hollow. Water enters the wood grain or hollow carrying silicates that either permineralize the wood for petrified woods or fills the void in the case of the limb cast.
Even here is running a bit hot and cold, but here's a piece that is red, and you see the green coming out of the mud there at the top. So there's some in here. Wouldn't it be cool to find a round? All right, let's root for that. No sooner did I swing my pick after that last take of asking for a round. This isn't a round, but that's you know, this'll do. Actually, I shouldn't do that because I'm gonna make mud in my pit. But let's see. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, people? Oh my gosh! Ah! That's some wood, people, and it's green. That's our quintessential. Oh my gosh! Look at how green that is. I'm trying not to look at everything too long because I could just look at the stuff and then miss time to dig. But let's take a moment to appreciate just how cool that is. Oh, am I getting this? I'm a little too excited to do good videography. So, not sure what exact part of the wood this is, but that's a pretty good chunk. There's some nice green in there. And I will clean this up maybe at camp. Look at that, nice rind. And then, it's not small. Here's my hand. Yeah, more on this one in a bit. I better keep digging in this same spot. Same spot. Another chunk. there's green in there. It's really muddy, but you can see that's some nice wood. I'm holding my screams and squeals down at the moment, since I found two kind of chonkers in, like, right here. I'm going to carry on because I might be on to a bit of a log. Woo! Wouldn't that be crazy if you found some and it fit with more of what you found? I believe this is some more of that log. Look at it. I was referring to what looked like the wildcat attached to the green right here. That is so cool. The green isn't showing up probably very good. We'll get these cleaned up later, but got a broken log down there, I think. Breaking the log, breaking the log. As though I wasn't enjoying this little pit-ette enough. What? This just came out of it. Are you seeing the glow? That's like, oh, agate. Nuh-uh. With a little druzy bug there once I get it cleaned up. You have to be kidding me. I just made that sound because of it. Sorry, kids. That is awesome. Okay, guys. Place your bets right now. There's something crowning and goes down to there. So it's big. Place your bets. Stud or dud? Stay tuned. Not too late to vote. Is it a piece of rhyolite, tough, or something better? Cast your vote.
Hampton Butte is famous for its old-growth junipers, the green petrified wood, and limb casts. The ancient forest underground is believed to be around 30 million years old, and species identified range from cypress, sequoia, and live oak to genera like magnolia, ocotea, and platanus, according to the Orbin Journal, 1961.
This episode of Stud or Dud brought to you by Holy Petrified Wood, Batman. Maniacal laughter up here. Look at that. You guys. My hand, dirty fingernails and all. And cha-chunk. Cha-chunk. That was what we were looking at. I don't know, those grooves just kind of said, hey, I think I'm wood. Didn't you think so? I bet there's an outcry in the comments. Yes! Dig that bad boy up, Karen. Looks like it's mostly red and orange and yellow. I'm not complaining. There's just not enough water in this water bottle for this boulder to get it all the way clean. I'm just trying to give y'all a little peek. We'll get the toothbrush out and give that a good wash. And we'll have another look soon. High five, everybody. I'm pretty psyched. Can you see that green? That's kind of what we're looking for. That is bright. And that's not the biggest piece. It might be the biggest piece, almost the biggest piece that I found last time though. So yeah, that's the wood. Not that what we found so far isn't what I'm looking for, but I'd love to follow that. That was kind of over here towards my foot, as opposed to that side. Might follow that for a bit. You can really see the wood grain in this piece. And it's got like this light gemminess to it, like very quartzy, agate. And I did find a little bit of this, almost maybe the same log, but a smaller piece than this. It's probably gemmy enough that it is fracturing easy. I would have showed you that piece, but I don't want to bore you. It's pretty. it'll be nice, cleaned up. Another sunny glob of agate. I don't know if you can see, yeah, sorta. That whole chazonk is a big ol' lump of SiO2. Cool. It's been a beautiful day. We found some amazing things that we'll probably go over at home. We're turned west and returning, but digging and finding. You know, there's rock hounding and then there's rock finding. And it's kind of like they call it fishing instead of catching. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and it's always fun. But today we got some winners, and thanks for coming along. We'll have a look at the stuff when we get home. I'm out here going through some of the bucket and from Hampton, and some of this looks... Jasper is definitely something that you can find plenty of, but I'm also wondering if some of this big format Jasper that we pulled out of that little honey hole could possibly be wood. I mean, it's hard to say. Wood. No, it's not hard to say, actually, but I'm hoping it is. Let's cut it.
Time to fire up the high-tech diamond 10-inch slab saw named Nibbler. Ooh, not only does this one look like modern art, but the brilliantly colored Jasper, with its neat transitions, has ribbons of agate and quartz running all through it. Definitely a beautiful limb cast. This could be labeled an ugly duckling, especially covered in dirt, but those organic textures give away the promise of limb cast action going on inside. Totally unexpected interior. This is an absolute riot of different colors of Jasper limb casting commingling with petrified wood showing grain. That frozen coleslaw or macaroon look to the outside could be a giveaway to the swirling chaos going on inside. Remember the chunk that had a little bit of green at the top and a bunch of red? It cleaned up well to show that it had some very intriguing details. Can't wait to see what's inside. Not exactly petrified wood. The agate and jasper are following the wood structure, but there's poor to none of the cellular structure left. Just a polychrome stack of dazzling silicate striations. This green boulder was very exciting to pull out of our honey hole. You could see that rich forest green pigmentation through the dirt coat it was wearing. It's believed to be copper or iron valence that causes this intense and very pleasing coloring. Sadly, this one had enough variation in the structure that it broke. No worries though, plenty to see here. Did you catch the light coming through the piece on the right? Lots of agate in this limb cast. You can also see where it's weak, indicated by both the change in color or mineralization and the fissure. Upon closer look, the details of jasper and agate play are fantastic. Clear puddles of agate with inclusions feathering out into marble rivers, passing remnant gatherings of cellular lines reminiscent of the grain patterns. This was another greenie we were so thrilled to find and eager to cut. One of the really interesting things about limb casts is that you can never predict what it will look like inside. The silicate soup that filled the void and how the minerals do an interior decorator fandango is astonishing, ranging from a bit drab to over-the-top opulence. This one did not disappoint. It's crazy how it goes from an almost teal green through shades of leaves and grass to moss and even lichen greens. But this knocked my socks right out of my extra tough boots. Have you seen a rosy pink to maroon to purple limb cast before? Well, I haven't, or hadn't. The graceful hue changes in the gem have me hesitant to cut it. Yet anyhow. And what do you think this is? Could it possibly be a root ball or a burl cast? This is the one we played stud or dud with. It's a huge by my standards cast that came deluxe with this elegant wraparound quartz vein flanked by hot reds, oranges, and yellows. Check out those flow lines. This is another one I'm super hesitant to cut. What would you do? And the piece de resistance, as green as envy, Guinevere's eyes, super jolly green giantness. This one has well-preserved cellular structure. I asked for a round, and I most certainly got a half round. The variety of colors in the grain is impressive, as well as the bark. And what do you suppose those little holes are? Do you think they're boreholes from insects? Now here's a workbench full of beautiful projects that we'll get to see soon, from cutting to polishing and the microscope for wood identifications as well. Hampton Butte lived up to its reputation and then some, giving up these awesome ancient treasures. Thanks a lot for coming along with us. Like it if you did, and subscribe if you'd like to come along on more adventures with us. A Wahi might even be driving.